Hi, in this video, let's learn how to solve Leet code problem number 485, max consecutive ones. The problem states we are given an array and we need to find out the maximum number of consecutive ones in the array. If you look at the first example, here we can see 1, 1. So here the count is 2, and again we can see another set of consecutive ones 1, 1, 3. So here the count is 3. So the maximum number is 3. And in the second example, if you see, first we can see here the count is 1. Next another 2 ones, count is 2. Next another one, count is 1. Overall the count is 2. The output should be 2. So like this we need to return the maximum number of consecutive ones in the array. I already wrote solution for this one. So to solve this problem, what we can do is we can take two variables. One variable to hold the maximum count, another variable to hold the number of ones subsequently, and we can iterate over the array. When the array value is equal to 1, we increment the count value. If not, we reset the count variable to 0. And next here we will take the maximum of count. If the count variable is greater than the max count, we will assign that value to max count to hold that maximum value. And at the end we will return max count. If we look at a dry run of this example, so first at the 0th index we have 1. So we will read it 1. 1 equal to 1 and count becomes 1 and else block won't be executed. And now here math.max, initially max count is 0 and so it will assign count variable of 1 to max count. Next I is incremented, now I is 1. Now at 1th index there is another one, it will read it 1 equal to 1, that's true, so count becomes 2. Next math.max, it will compare max count is 1 and here count variable is 2, so it will assign 2 to max count. Next it will increment the index to 2. At second index it will read 0. 0 equal to 1, that's false, so we reset the count to 0. And here as the count is 0, max count stays 2 only. Next it will read the value 0 and 0 equal to 1, that's false, count still remains 0. And here also max count doesn't change, it will remain 2. Next it will read value 1 equal to 1, that's true, count becomes 1. Now here math.max, max count is already 2, so that's why it won't update. Next it will read another 1 equal to 1, true, count becomes 2. And here max count is already 2 and count is also 2, so it is not, count is not greater than max count, so it doesn't change. Next it will read another 1 equal to 1, true, max count becomes 3 this time. And here math.max, now the count value is greater than the max count, so this math.max returns 3, it will assign to max count variable. Next 0 equal to 1, that's false and count reset to 0. Now here the max count is already 3, so nothing changes here. And now there is no more element, so the for loop stops execution, and at the end the max count, the value is 3, it will return 3. If we run this example, we get the output as 3. And if you check the time complexity, here we are just having one for loop and it iterates through over each and every element of the array, so it will be big O of n. And space complexity, we are not using much extra space, only 2 variables, so it's a big O of 1. Thank you for watching.